guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cass and I like to do bookish things. Today I decided why not give you a little tour of my bookshelves. Now I started reading last year and I got these bookshelves in December. I think my fiance gave them to me. So we've gotten some more books since then. I love watching people reorganize their bookshelves or even just kind of go through what is on their bookshelves and kind of talk about their favorite books, some books that they hated, some books that they were okay. You see where I'm going with this. But I have two bookshelves. I have this one here and then I have this other one right over here. This is not the permanent nail slash office slash book room. But it is for now. So I just wanted to take you guys through, let me fix a couple things, and then we'll go ahead and do that. I'm like, how do I do this? What I think I'm gonna do is I'll start with this bookshelf and then I'll start with that the other one over there, going kind of top to bottom and then just kind of talking about why I put books the way they are. Obviously this will definitely change as I go. Let's get started. So we're gonna start at the very top. I have a gift from one of my friends. She gave me for when I got engaged. The other side, I think it says till we get married, and the other side, this side says anniversary. We haven't set a date yet, so that's why that's there. A little shadow box from when we went to go see Kendrick Lamar and SZA at their Grand National Tour, which was so fun with our friends. So that leads to the very first shelf, which is my ACOTAR shelf. One of my friend's daughters gifted me this page holder and it felt fitting to put the bat here with where the Bat Boys are, obviously. This was the first series that I read when I got back into reading last year. Next we have my Throne of Glass series. I do have two Assassin's Blade books because I bought one last year when I had read it thinking I was gonna tackle the Throne of Glass series, but I didn't. And then my fiance had surprised me with the box set, so that's why I have two. However, both Assassin's Blade books do not have any annotations, and I just felt like maybe not annotating because the whole book in itself was just a freaking masterpiece. I adored Assassin's Blade. Sorry. I did not want that book to end. Literally, that was wow. Anyways, we go on, and as we go on, the books do get annotated more and more. Throne of Glass didn't have that many. Crown of Midnight had a little more. Heir of Fire. Queen of Frickin' Shadows. Oh my gosh, I loved this one. And then obviously we have the Tandem, and they are both pretty heavily tabbed. And obviously I'm missing Kingdom of Ash because that is what I'm currently reading right now. I think once I finish Crescent City, I will order the dust jackets that go with ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City, and then I'll dedicate like just a whole shelf to it. Next we have my Fourth Wing shelf, which looks so sad. I need to get decor for this. I have been wanting, like, there's a 3D printed little Andarna and a big Terran, and I want that so bad. However, because we all know this series is not finished yet, I don't want to do anything too crazy to a shelf because obviously once the other two books come out, I am dedicating an entire shelf to this series. I love this series. Dare I say more than ACOTAR, more than Throne of Glass. This book series I think about every freaking day. I'm not gonna lie to you. Every single day. Now, I read Fourth Wing first on my Kindle. I know I annotated some things, but not as much. So I kind of went with the special edition first, which is the gold in the cover with the sprayed edges. And then I was so obsessed with Fourth Wing when I went to go read Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. I obviously got the hard copies, and then I annotated the crap out of them. So my friend actually got me this book for my birthday because she knew that this bothered me, that there was 2 hard copies and then not, and so she got me this one. But I will be doing a whole 4th Wing reread once maybe the 4th book comes out. I do want to do the audiobooks, the dramatized versions of them. Maybe I'll do a whole little, like a reading vlog on that. I am doing a reading vlog on Throne of Glass, so that should be coming out pretty soon, obviously once I finish Kingdom of Ash. Next we have my fantasy shelf, which I have not read too many fantasies, I guess. I mean, if you don't take those into account, and the other ones that I probably borrowed from Kindle. These are some of the books that I have on here. Assistant to the Villain was not over the moon about that book. I don't understand why people love it so much. I don't get it. From Blood and Ash. Holy crap, I loved this book. Like, heavily annotated. Could not put this book down. And I know this is like a whole series, and I have the other book, so I'm waiting to read that. Hooked was okay. The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Oh my gosh, I loved this book. I didn't annotate it too much because there wasn't much that I wanted to annotate, but wow. That was... wow. Fan freaking Tasma. Oh my gosh, I loved this book so much. I kind of wish this whole series, that whole series, and that whole series is one that I wish would erase from my mind so I can reread it, because wow. And then finally, The City of Gods and Monsters, which I also have heavily annotated, was such a good book. However, I know there are 3 more in the House of Devil series. One is coming out in September, so I kind of want to catch up before that one comes out, but let's be real, probably not. I have my little graduation cup, and I just fill it with all of my highlighters and pencils and pens for when I need to annotate. And then I have my lovely TBR jar with my little Disney plushie duck. Yeah, TBR jar. Our next shelf, we have my Harry Potter shelf. I have a Death Eater one because duh. And then I have all my Harry Potter books. Now, this series is in a serious need of an upgrade because, as you can tell, I have 2 Prisoner of Azkaban books. And then, like, just look at the... I hate that. These are literally falling apart. Like, look at that. Used and abused. Very loved. Lastly, down here, we just have some other quick little things. I have some extra Kindle inserts here that I have been rotating again, so I just leave those in the corner if they want to stay. Here's where I have my bookshelves, any stickers, like annotating stickers, which I love these. They're so funny. I have bookmarks, and then just a bunch of tabs here. So I thought I would put that there. Cute little postcard. These are some of my Kindle inserts that I thought were super cute to put up. Moving on to the next shelf, I have a cute little plant up there because duh. And then I have a whole Emily Henry shelf because why not have a whole Emily Henry shelf? I have not read 2 books on this shelf. I haven't read Great Big Beautiful Life or Happy Place yet, but I didn't want to put them on my TBR shelf because this just looks so aesthetically pleasing. Like duh, I have every Emily Henry book here. Are you kidding? Plus it's cute with this little sign. Like, come on. How cute is that? Next we have my freaking TBR shelf. This is so bad. There's so many. We're getting some done this month. I have Lost and Lasso coming up this month, as well as Enchantress, so I'm excited about that. Then I have some other ones. So I have The God of the Woods, which I'm very nervous to read just because I've heard a lot of people either hated it or loved it. So let me know if you read this book, what you think. This book was on sale at Office Max, and I saw some really good reviews, so at some point we'll read that. Mika in Real Life. A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which is the 2nd book to the Blood and Ash series, so obviously gonna read that pretty soon as well. A Little Life. I'm terrified to read this book, and I think we all know why. Everyone just seems so distraught, and yeah, after they read that, so not too excited to pick this up, but I will pick this up. I'm hoping by the end of the year. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I have read one Kristen Hanna book, and that absolutely broke me. I think I read that in like almost a day. It was one of the best books that I've read, so I definitely want to get into this one. The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. I did start this one and then I had to DNF it. I don't think I was in the mood for a fantasy, so I was like, you know what, we're just gonna put this on the TBR and pick it up another day. So that's there. The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I've heard that's a cute little like fall read, so I kind of want to wait till fall time to pick that up, but I don't think it takes place in the fall, so anyways, we'll see. Then we have Wild Side by Miss Elsie Silver. Don't know why I haven't picked that up yet, honestly. I freaking love Elsie Silver. And then Heartless by Elsie Silver, which I've heard this one is the best in that whole series. So kind of want to wait to read that one last, but will I? Probably not. Probably not. And then I have this beautiful book, The Stars Are Dying. It's literally so gorgeous. Like, I have the dust jacket in the back just because of that stupid Target sticker. Why does Target do that? But like, look at this book. How freaking gorgeous is that? And I think there's like pictures inside. Oh no, it's just gold. But like, gorgeous. You see there our map. Our map is beautiful. And just like, look at how the pages look. Like, I have to read this during the fall, I feel. But that's gorgeous. This is what I picture like a little bit of Resand looking like, except purple eyes. But yeah, that is my TBR shelf. Next, we have my contemporary / romance shelf. In the back, I used to work at Walt Disney World and my roommates had signed that little picture and I have to keep it up there because look at how actually cute it is. Like, it's so adorable. But my sister-in-law just recently went to Paris and she got me this cute picture of Remy. Like, are you kidding me? Look at this little cat, how cute. And then a postcard. So I just put that there for now, but I am gonna get a frame and probably put it either somewhere else or maybe on the wall right here, but it is so freaking cute. But let's get into what else we got. I have The Wedding People, which I loved that book. That was not what I was expecting from that book. I don't know what I was expecting from that book, but it was a great book. Then we have the Dreamland Billionaire series, which was cute. I think my favorite one was The Final Offer. Can't remember, or it might have been Terms and Conditions. Can't remember. But that was a good series. The 7-Year Slip, loved this book. This book was crazy, actually. Like, I loved the whole left the apartment, come back at a different time. Like, it was insane. Magnolia Parks. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of this book. And I think it's because, like, I knew it was going to be toxic because obviously I watch people's vlogs and they tell me they're toxic. But for some odd reason, I just did not love it. I enjoyed it. Will I be reading the rest of the series? Absolutely. All right, next we have My Roommate is a Vampire. This book was cute. I mean, it was a quick read. It was kind of funny, like nothing much other than that. Love in the Time of Serial Killers was actually a cute one. I enjoyed that one. I think I read those during like Halloween time, so that was cool. Very festive. The Christmas Fix, cheesy little Hallmark movie or book. Honestly, it felt like I was watching a cheesy little Hallmark movie. And then How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. Honestly, I wanted this book and I want to keep it on here for the aesthetic. But other than that, cringe. Did not like that. Did not enjoy that. I don't know what Megan Quinn was trying to do there, but no. My freaking cowboy romance shelf. Look at how cute that looks. Like, are you kidding? I cannot wait for this shelf to be completely full. Like, obviously, Wild Love, Wild Eyes. I think this is the Rose Hill series. Obviously, I have not read Wild Side yet. And then Wild Card, I think it is, comes out in September. I don't remember, but anyways, can't wait to get that done. Wild Eyes was my favorite from this series. You can tell she's annotated. Loved her. Flawless was actually really cute too. I liked this one. So that was the only book I've read in that series. And obviously I have Heartless, so I'm really excited to continue this series for sure. And then obviously I need to start the Gold Rush Ranch series also. But I'm trying to pace myself because I love me a cowboy romance. If there's one thing about me, I love me a cowboy romance. Got my little cactus candle here, and then this cute little sign that says not my first rodeo. And then we have the Rebel Blue Ranch series, which is completed. However, I have not read the last two. So Lost and Lassoed is on my list for June. And then I will pick up, I think it's Wild and Wrangled at some point. But look at how cute this shelf is. Like, I can't wait for it to be completed. And then lastly, we have my books where either I've read them and whatever, or haven't read them yet and whatever. Let's go through, because I know you guys see all the Colleen Hoover books and we know how Book Talk feels about Colleen Hoover. So let's start with Mexican Gothic. This was a book that I got. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember when I got this. This was before my obsession with reading started. It was like a couple years ago. I just wanted to get back into it and I just couldn't do it with this book. So I've picked this up like 3 times and I just DNF'd, like I can't do it. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Have not read it. Probably don't plan to. I should give this back to my coworker because she gave this to me and was like, read this. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse was a gift from one of my coworkers. So I kind of do want to read this. I just obviously haven't yet, so it's on here, but she wrote a cute little message in there for me. The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. I had to DNF this. I was so sad because I have this book on my Kindle. I got it when I first got my Kindle. I think it was on sale for like $1 or something like that. And I was reading it, and so I bought the paperback because I was so excited, but then I ended up not enjoying it, so she's there. The Honey Witch. I also did not enjoy this, and I don't know why. I think it was just really too slow for me, and that makes me so sad because yeah. I have Anxious People by Frederick Bachman, and wow, this book was so crazy. I think this was one of my first like contemporary ones. I loved his writing, so good. It wasn't my favorite book though. I did catch myself kind of being bored, but I think that was just because like reading it at the wrong time, you know what I mean? Too Late by Colleen Hoover. This shit freaked me out. Did not like that. Verity by Colleen Hoover. This was nuts. Okay, I know we like Colleen Hoover is a controversial author, but this book was nuts. I had to take lots of breaks with it. It was really tough for me to read, but wow, like I genuinely can't wait for the movie to come out because I feel like this would be such a great movie. Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. Cried. That was such a good book. I liked that. Regretting You was okay. Did not really care for it that much. And then Layla by Colleen Hoover. I liked this one. This one was... Sorry, Mickey. I like the whole ghost part of it, but then like halfway through I was like, wait, this is kind of weird. So, but the point is I bought them, so they're on my shelf. And then I have this series, what is this series called again? The Inheritance Game series? I don't know, but have not read these yet. Don't know if I will read them just because they are, what is this? Oh, cute. Same. I don't know if I will read this series just because it is young adult. It doesn't pique my interest, but a lot of people say this is good. So maybe one day I'll just pick it up and then we'll see from there. And then I have the cute little plushies, but nothing on this bottom bookshelf, so. So yeah guys, that is my bookshelves. I mean, not anything crazy. I'm just so excited to see what this looks like in December. So when I got these bookshelves, I think my fiance put them up after Christmas, like a couple days after Christmas, and there was like I had to spread out shelf like the books for it to look cool, because I was like, then this one's just gonna be empty and that one's just gonna be like 2 shelves full. That's pretty much it for today. Really quick, if you've read any of these, let me know what you thought about them, or even just like books that are on my TBR that I haven't read yet. Like if you read those, what did you think about them? Because I'm excited, but I'm nervous because there's a lot of books right now that I look at and I'm just like, I don't like that. Thank you guys for watching my little bookshelf tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspired you to go clean your bookshelves and rearrange your books, because I love doing that. But this is the second time that I've officially like moved them and stuff like that. I have 80 books, by the way, like exactly 80. So cool, love that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day or a good night wherever you may be, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.